Say goodbye to the M3. R.I.P. Chelsea's car is officially totaled, guys. Alright, so as you guys saw by that previous clip, Chelsea's car was completely submerged. If you watched the previous video, I went into a lot of detail. Car was deemed a total loss by insurance, and they offered the car back to us with a salvage title to buy back for $8,900. Now, I read all of the comments, and I want to say thank you guys so much for like giving me your 2 cents. I had people from, you know, who worked at body shops, people who worked at insurance companies, and the general consensus was do not buy the car back. It's going to be a major headache. You know, some people said, yeah, do it, turn it into a track car, and I think we could have done that, but at the end of the day, we decided, Chelsea and I decided that we were going to not purchase the car back from insurance. We'll leave that to someone else if they want to deal with the flood accident. You know, to me, it's a lot easier to piece together if a front end or a rear end is smashed, you know, what the effects and what the damage could be. But with the flood, it could be a lot of different things being affected. And to me, the $8,900 price tag was very hard to swallow, especially if the engine was hydrolocked. Now, if the engine was hydrolocked, it's all junk. We would have been really in trouble financially on the car. So we decided, let's let it pass. And now we've been looking for a new car for Chelsea, and maybe for the Throttle YouTube channel a little bit. But we've got a couple ideas in mind. We're thinking maybe an M3, maybe Mercedes, maybe a Lexus ISF, but we're not 100% sold. So I've been looking on Throttle, I've been looking on Craigslist, looking on cars.com, Auto Trader, all those places, and I think this is probably gonna be the end of this clip, and we'll check back in with you guys when we have decided on a car and when we picked it up.
Several days later.
I hear him. Oh, it is? Oh, shit.
That thing is beautiful. New whip.
What?
Holy crap.
I thought it was black. This is awesome.
That's sweet.
I love it.
It's got the carbon roof, too.
It does, yeah.
This is sick.
Dude, no way. Is this
It's like the same white on black combo.
This car is a flex.
So sick.
This is so sick.
A little Revsky?
Give it a red. There we go.
Pretty quiet. Not too bad.
Quiet.
It has a Dynan exhaust. Plenty of space for everyone. This is my Uber.
Hello.
Hello.
Smells new.
What do you think, Rick?
It's still in neutral.
I don't know how to work anything.
It doesn't go into park.
What are you doing?
How do you
Push your foot on the brake.
Yeah.
It's in park right now.
No,
It's in neutral.
There is no park.
It says vehicle cannot be locked, transmission in neutral.
Oh, because you have to put it in first. See, we just put it in first.
I don't know what you guys are.
It's like a spaceship.
It's a spaceship. Return
All
it.
BMWs are broken.
Wait a
All right.
minute. All right.
There's perfect. They're
Okay,
going to drive.
now turn it off.
Just turn it off.
Yeah. Yeah, there it goes in the park.
You learned how to turn it off?
I learned how to turn my car off. Success.
And I already ordered the little carbon cap that goes over this, so just clean that up. So this is Chelsea's new replacement for the E93 M3. This is a 2015 F80 M3. We bought it from a private party, so like an older guy and actually his son, they both were kind of driving it, and they took really good care of it, and we got a really awesome deal. So if you're watching this, thank you. We'll take good care of it. I am so stoked. I drove it once, but she got to drive it all the way back
What's
here.
the
I'm
first
jealous.
mod?
So the first mod is just to clean up that little carbon thing, and what's cool is the car already does have a Dynan exhaust. So, hey, what's A-Brad's reaction? Jealousy. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm too jealous. Hop in, it's a 4-door.
I got food coming, but
Hop in.
Okay.
Go for a little rip. Yeah.
so much room for activity.
I know.
Is there?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
huge.
wow.
Yeah,
It is
back
big
here.
back there.
This is bigger than the M5 was in the back seat.
No, really?
I think so. The's more leg room.
I have so much room. This is crazy.
This is cool. These seats are sweet.
Yeah, the front seats are really nice. So what's it's got all these things that I don't even know about yet, like M mode.
Put it in M drive.
You have to confirm it. It's like, do you sure you want
it's
to turn
gonna
on?
like break traction.
Holy
Dude,
crap.
this thing
That's
moves.
yes. There's 4 of us in here too.
Yeah, right?
Tim, if you peek over my shoulder, and I don't, Victor, I'm not going to be able, if you're going to be able to see this. Can you see the heads-up display?
Yeah.
You see it?
Yeah, I
It's
thought
so
it was
tight.
really cool. Yeah, it's really
so
quick.
smooth.
Yeah.
It's like stupid smooth.
Holy crap.
For 4 people in the car.
Yeah. Like the transmission is, if it could be any faster than Chelsea's car, I think the old one, it is.
Yeah, like the response is like that, man.
Yeah, like
When the
you
boost
tap
when
it.
the boost kicks in, it throws you back pretty good.
I like can't like lean forward.
Yeah.
Ready? This thing is so sick. This is like the ideal daily driver.
Yeah, this is cool. I like this.
And like, it just seems like now that I've literally owned every M3 besides the E30, like every generation they make improvements to it. And even though this is a 6-cylinder, it still has, it feels like an M. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah,
Like
it's snappy.
The handling feels like an M, and it just, besides my seatbelt, it just feels really nice.
So it doesn't feel like a 335,
No.
like a juiced
No.
up 335.
No, it does not, which is super weird and cool. So, solid pickup. So real quick before we close this video out, I wanted to do, I guess, kind of show you guys just a quick little cinematic of the car, as well as talk about some of the plans for it and actually why we chose this car. So let's go ahead, roll the cinematic, and stay tuned if you want to hear more about this project. All right, so as you guys know, or maybe you didn't know, my wife Chelsea, she had an E93 M3, which was the naturally aspirated V8 version of the M car. Now, when we found out that car was totaled, to me, this was probably the most logical choice. We were looking for something that was a little bit bigger, a little like a 4-door. And the 4-door M3 has been one of my favorite cars for a while. Obviously, you guys know I like M3s. I have the E36, the E46, we had the E93 M3, and now we have this one. So the only one we're missing is the E30 M3, but I promise we will be getting one of those at some point. Now, when we're looking for a sedan, we actually were looking into the C63 AMG Mercedes 4-door and the 4-door M3, and we actually test drove a bunch of cars, but those were the two that we had kind of decided on. And when it came down to it, this one popped up from a private party seller on Craigslist, actually, believe it or not, and after we drove it, we knew this was the one, and that's why we pulled the trigger. So as far as future plans for this car, yes, this is gonna be Chelsea's daily driver, so it's not gonna be a full out track build or anything like that, but we do have some nice aesthetic mods, maybe some suspension, some carbon fiber bits, maybe an intake or maybe a tune if I can convince her, or maybe I won't tell her, who knows. Anyways guys, but if you're interested and you want to see more about this project, please comment down below and let us know, because that really helps kind of shape what we're going to be making content on. So I appreciate you guys for watching this video, sticking around to the end, and I want to say a quick thank you to anyone who reached out about the flood accident that we had. So thank you guys so much. We appreciate you, and we'll see you guys in the next video.